Managing stress is in itself very stressful because the mind is already stressed. Now it wants to manage stress. You cannot manage stress. Stress is stress. Just like rain is rain, cloud is cloud, glass is glass, this paper is paper. This is the version of how mind is built. You cannot say it is not paper. You cannot say this is a white t-shirt, it is whatever it is. That's the color that mind has named it. The language names it, recognition happens, and stress is the same way. You crash into someone, there is little bit of stress that I accidentally turned, I shouldn't have turned. What is wrong with it? Managing it does not solve the problem. Stress is stress. Managing actually is not meeting exactly what is happening. It is expecting different outcome. That causes, multiplies more stress. And stress will remain within the mind. Mind does not know how to be out of stress, but when you see clearly, then you can see what's going on. You cannot avoid within the mind, within the functioning. Stress remains, relief remains, everything is the same. And just like if I jump in the shower, the body will get wet. If I say, no, it is not wet, it is dry, then it is not intelligence. The body is wet when you're in the shower, and then you dry it, it becomes dry. There is stress, there is anxiety, there is issues, and then there is a relaxation when things are according to your expectation. So that is not the way out. Stress cannot be avoided within ordinary life. Calling it something else does not remove it. The mind knows stress clearly because stress arises when income, responsibility, and desire do not align. Imagine a business expected to make $10 million a year. Loans, repayments, wages, lifestyle, and future plans are built on that number. If the business makes 5 million instead, stress arrives immediately, not because something went wrong, but because expectations were higher than reality. Outcomes remain fixed while income fluctuate. The pressure is logical. This is the same mechanism appear everywhere in work, in household, in relationships, in families. Even managing people at work is stressful because no two minds are the same. Rules exist, not everyone follows. Some enforce, some resist, some misunderstand. Friction is inevitable. Even managing a home, child, parent, a partner carries responsibility, expectation, and emotional weight. Stress is structural. It can't be avoided that way. For example, a parent loses a child in an accident. No mindset prevents the shock. No philosophy removes the ache. Grief arrives before thought. A child watches a parent fade through illness. Strength does not stop the sorrow. Hope does not cancel the fear. Love itself becomes the pain. Now imagine a lifetime of work disappears overnight. A business collapses, savings are lost, security vanish. The body feels the impact before the mind explains it. Even healthy body weakens with age. What once worked easily now struggles. No motivation restores youth. A doctor delivers bad news, plans stop, the future feels uncertain. Comparison quietly waits on life. Someone else advances, another succeeds, a sense of failing behind appears without invitation. These are not failures, not mistakes, not personal shortcomings. No teaching removes these moments. No positive thinking prevents them. No belief system bypasses them. Many talks, books suggest stress can be managed, but managing stress is still stress. It is like trying to manage a company already under pressure. Effort only adds another layer of activity. Nothing is removed, it is rearranged. Now imagine income and desire are equal. $100 come in, into your bank, $100 go out. Life becomes a loop of maintenance. Work must continue endlessly to keep balance intact. There is no space, no rest, no freedom, not because life is cruel, but because desire has been set at the same level as income. Living, however, does not require access, simple food, basic shelter, physical safety. These do not demand extraordinary wealth. A modest home can be secured in few years if desire does not expand endlessly. What inflates pressure are additions, luxury, frequent holidays, status items, constant upgrades, image driven spending. Even those with every luxury, every comfort, all necessities met cannot truly rest. The mind remains uneasy, fear lingers, fear of losing what is owned, fear of maintaining appearance, fear of being judged. Stress continues silently, illness arrives despite precautions. Even a fortune of trillions of dollars cannot buy freedom from worry. It cannot stop the body from aging. It cannot shield against the inevitable. No wealth can touch the root of unease. This is not a call for poverty, nor an invitation to renounce the world. Giving everything up creates a different set of problems. Living in isolation brings discomfort, exposure, insects, illness, danger, instability. Escape does not create freedom, balance does. Comfort aligned with necessity is enough. A roof that protects from weather, a space that allows rest, clothing that functions and looks decent without excess cost. Simplicity does not mean unfashionable or crude. Quality and simplicity often cost less than image driven consumption. When life becomes structurally simple, effort reduces naturally, income does not need to chase inflated desire, time and energy return, attention becomes available. In that availability, something important happens. There is space to look at deeper questions: fear, anxiety, morality, meaning, truth. These cannot be faced when life is consumed by survival through excess. Discovery requires space. Understanding requires quiet. Insight does not appear under constant pressure. Stress is not the enemy, it is a signal. It reveals imbalance between necessity and desire. When balance is corrected, not through force, sacrifice, or ideology, but through clarity, life becomes workable. And in that workability, something far more valuable than success appears. Then a real investigation can begin. Is life truly this fragile body? Is it the image seen in the mirror, comparing itself to other, wanting to look better, wiser, simpler, special, sometimes even appearing holy by wearing nothing at all? If that were all life is, then something strange would follow. When death comes, the body falls silent, the image disappears, the story ends. The question becomes unavoidable. If the body alone does not live, and the image alone does not know, then what has been mistaken as me all along? This is where the real question begins. Not philosophical, not spiritual, but immediate. Because only by seeing what life is not does the possibility open to discover what it actually is. And if you have no time for yourself, this cannot happen. Your attention is busy all the time to fulfill the desires that were not yours at the first place. You never came with these desires. You were born into a family and they already had that structure, then you must accidentally follow the same pattern. This is why Gautam Buddha left the kingdom, because normally the kings have to fall into the same pattern. The attention is required to manage everything. do all the duties, to be a king, to be someone above, looking after the rest, not against king or the structure. But wherever there is desire to free from all these big questions, free from fear, free from death, free from old age, free from being this fragile that one believes, then you need time, space, and that cannot happen unless you see the life that you live could be effortless. And then when there is less effort towards desires, towards the image, towards being wise, being better, making followers, then you have time for yourself and no one can do it for you.